Hi there, my name is Jay with VPN, and the purpose of this video is to teach you how to access your ServerMatter server over the internet using something called VPN from wherever you are in the world to wherever your server is located, and do so securely so that you can use the files and folders that your company has given you permission to use in a very seamless way and in a very safe way. And without further ado, let me explain that process so you can get started. To start with, you're going to need a piece of software called Tunnelblick. Tunnelblick is a program that gets installed on your Apple iMac or MacBook, and it's the client side of the equation, where the other part is the server side of the equation. And the way VPN works is it encrypts it on the server side. The VPN software on the server itself does that. It gets sent through the VPN tunnel to wherever you are, and the program that's installed on your computer, in this case Tunnelblick, will decrypt it and make it visible to you. Now, you're going to need an email that is sent to you from your server administrator. Now, we may be your server administrator, or it could be your IT department at your company. In either case, you're going to get an email similar to this one that tells you to be sure to install the Tunnelblick VPN. It gives you a link to the Tunnelblick program, and then it gives you the file at the bottom that gets installed in Tunnelblick. I'm going to open that link just so you get an idea of where you'll be going. And you go Downloads, and you will click on, in this case, the stable version. That's always the one you want. Once that's installed, it will look like this. You see in the launch pad, we've got a little picture of a tunnel with VPN on the top of it. That's what you can expect to see. Now, we've already installed it. We're going to come back to this email, and we're going to right-click on the attached VPN file that your administrator sent you, tell it to open with Tunnelblick. It's going to prompt you, yes, only me, that's fine. It's going to prompt you for the username and password for the Apple computer that you're working on. This is nothing to do with the server, nothing to do with your Apple ID. It's just this computer's username and password. Okay, with that done, we can close the email. Now, when we go in and open up Tunnelblick, we see on the left-hand side, we've got a configuration file. If we go ahead and click Connect on the right side, it's going to attempt to connect to our server using that file. Now, we immediately got a login required. This is the server saying it wants to make sure that you have permission to use VPN at all. If your username and password supplies doesn't match what they have on the server, you don't get anywhere. It stops you right here. We have a username that we know will do the job, and we'll OK that. Now, if this yellow writing turns green, which it did, that's the indicator that, in this case, ServerMatter is on the list of users that is allowed to VPN. Now, with that done, if you look at the desktop, you see that nothing's changed. And that's the nature of VPN. VPN isn't a remote desktop software. Your computer doesn't change. But let me show you the magic. The next step we're going to do is open up Finder. And we're going to swing over to the menu at the top, click Go, and connect to server. And right here, I want you to type exactly what you see, SMB, couple of forward slashes, in the word ServerMatter. And because you are connected right now via a VPN tunnel, the server is going to be searchable, and that information will connect the dots. Immediately, you can see a list of folders that the server has offered this particular user as having permission to access. I'll go ahead and click OK. And we get a little signal from Apple indicating that the dots were connected. Now, here's a folder list from the server itself. You'll notice on the left-hand side, let me open this up a little bit. You have a new icon on the left called ServerMatter, and clicking on that at any time will give you a list of the folders that are visible on the server. And then you can just go ahead and double-click on any one of these to access the files within it, assuming that there are files. There we go. Yeah. Okay, now let's say you want to disconnect from VPN. In order to do that, you'll open up Tunnelblick and simply click the disconnect button. And that's it. Close that. And now when we click on ServerMatter, you'll notice nothing comes up because it's not connected. Well, that's it. That's the magic. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you are a ServerMatter owner or somebody that works for a company that has a ServerMatter server, you already have VPN, so you can do this. It's just a matter of connecting the dots. Thanks very much for watching, and I'd like to thank you personally for being one of our customers. Bye-bye.